Hi, I'm Mark Monlux, and I'm going to be doing an unboxing. It's a pretty good idea. I know what this is. So I'm going to cut the top here, pull my invoice statement out, set that aside for now. Oh, I'm going to be very rude and sneeze in just a moment. I'm rather excited about what's in here. One of the things I do for a living is something called graphic facilitation, or graphic recording, or ideation. And it's where I go into a meeting, an event, or a brainstorming session, and I capture what's being talked about. Sometimes that can be a meeting or a seminar. Sometimes they're individual pictures. Sometimes it's on a big, large mural situation. And in a large mural situation, you need something that can be seen across the room. There's a company called Neuland, and they make markers specifically for this situation. So let's look, and this is the first batch here. Let's take a look at these. Now, this orange one, these are their outliner pens. And these black markers, oh, this is the little ball tip. I ordered one of the ball tips. What's nice about these black markers is that they don't bleed when you draw over them with the other markers, which is really nice. Now here's another one. I want to show you this tip here. Come on, pop off. Look at the size of that tip compared to my finger. Well, I got big hands. What's a good size comparison? Okay, so here is a paint pen, and here's a Neuland marker. So even the biggest Sharpie is not as big as this tip at its narrowest point. Look at the size of that wedge. You can draw something really fat and big with that size of marker. So it's important to have the black ones. This is a lavender colored large wedge tipped one. And what's nice about these is that they have numbers on them. 702 is this lavender number. Look at that beautiful big tip. This is another, but look at this. This one's got a brush tip. I really like the brush tip. So I got a knob and a brush tip and a big wedge. And these are my other colors. I got a kind of a reddish orange, an orange, a red, a lighter shade of blue, and a yellow. I also ordered and this is really nice. You would think you can run out of those markers very quickly. So what this is a refill kit. So my lavenders, I already got some lavenders, but I was worried that they would be too dried out to recharge fully. When they start to dry out, you recharge them. What you do is you use this little gizmo. Comes in the top of this thing. Pull this out. The way this works is you unscrew the top, you put in the top of this, turn it upside down, squeeze the bulb, and a full squeeze will fill up a large marker. A third of a squeeze will fill up a smaller marker. Now, my smaller lavender is still juicy. It's just starting to run out, so this came at an opportune time. So that's my juicy lavender cover. I'll put that aside. And let's see what else is in here. This should be my outliner refill. When I was looking at the stuff, I didn't look at it. That's right in the cap there. And then there's the outliner. When I was looking through my supplies, I did have a black refill, but it wasn't an outliner. It was a basic black. And I was kind of going, oh man, I made a mistake when I got those. And so now I'm going to have to mark those. Let's see what else came in this box. We got a little advertisement for Markerpedia from the refillable markers. And there are all sorts of markers that Neuland makes. If you look at this one, this is a really extra wide thing you could get. I mean, it's huge. Their catalog is filled with all sorts of stuff. Ooh, got a 25% off code here for me. Not going to show that. But you can also get containers to haul around your supplies with, to hold your various, these are to hold like your boards and scaffolding. Now I've got a big accordion out board that folds down to a big mural size of 4 feet tall by 8 feet wide, and it sits up on 2 different tripods. And I take my rolls of paper and my tripods, and they all fit inside basically it's a rifle bag. I don't own any rifles, but a rifle bag is the perfect size to hold all this. And plus it's got a little backpack situation. Works really great. So now comes the price tag on all these things, which I'm going to share with you, because these are not, the price per marker is reasonable. Let's take a look at my invoice here. So my 5 to 7 millimeter airbrush brush tip nib is $3.95. The light blue brush tip nib is $3.95, and the all of my brush, all of these $3.95. So the larger ones with the larger nibs, let's see, how much were those? That was $5.80. The refill ink, those range between $11.50 and $14. So my order So the cost of everything that I bought totaled up to $67.60. But then I had to pay freight charges in Germany. Okay, and that was $39. But what is kind of a really pain in the butt, you want to know about tariffs? Well, UPS, so Neuland, because they're in Germany, they have no idea what our tariffs or things are. I have to pay the tariffs once it gets here. So the UPS shipping with all the tariffs and shipping was $62.20, nearly the same amount I spent on the pens. So that's why I held off on. I would have bought more, but basically that's almost 100% markup. Not quite. I mean, we're talking 67.60, not including their freight charges, because that's reasonable, but 67.60 with 62.20 on shipping. So that's one of the reasons I'm making this video, is to let people understand how those tariffs are really affecting the expenses of things, and especially little old me. Now, what I was hoping was that they would send me along a new catalog that I could share with my friends, but I guess I'll just have to check with them. This is more, things like paperwork to go with it. And I have a, what's this? I think this is a return shipping label. No, it's just another print on my sheet. Anyway, I love Neuland markers. Occasionally I'll go to a convention where they're attending and I'll get them in the US, but let me tell you, buying them overseas, what a pain. But they're really worth it, because you can't get anything this size in the US, and they're needed. And getting this refillable ink, this is a must, for your more popular pens. And I really like using that lavender color. It just comes in very nice. So there we go. And that's my unboxing for today. Neuland is spelled, how do you spell Neuland? It is spelled Neuland, and they're well known in Europe. So I highly recommend the markers. I highly recommend their inks. I've used them for years. They're terrific. And like I said, unavailable in the US in most art supply stores. You'll have a great day, and thanks for watching my unboxing. If you like this unboxing, please follow me for more. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.